Thanks for calling the Beards and Sundries hotline. You've reached Anthony. Leave a message after the beep.
Happy homo days to my favorite beardos and my favorite bearded podcast, Beards and Sundries. I love y'all so much. Y'all have amazing shows, and I love every single show you do. Love, Peter.
You'll be sorry, you fools! You idiots!
Ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
I don't know about you, Miss Kitty, but I feel so much yummier.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it.
Well, I don't know about you, beardos, but I feel so much yummier.
I was born in the darkness. Molded by it.
That's right, Beardos. It is time for the very first lunch break of Season 6 here at the Beards and Sundries Market, the shop where three gay men with beards do inventory on a new sundry in each episode.
My name is Jay, and welcome back to our new season, Beardos.
That's a good evil laugh.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm Anthony, and I put the laughter in slaughter, the butch in butcher, and the lay in slay.
Jesus.
Hated
all that. Anyways.
You're welcome.
And I'm Joe, and if you weren't a villain already, just remember now that we are closer to the year 2050 than we are to the year 2000.
Yucky!
And that means that today's sundry item is New Year, Same Me, but better. Beardos, it's the first month of 2025, and also a new season here at the Beards and Sundries Market. The news network has been canceled, and we are diving into more of our darker side this go-around, and we'll be covering both sides of the coin, Jekyll and Hyde style. We'll begin 2025 by recapping the last couple of weeks and talking a little more about what to expect this spring. After the break, we are very excited to take a look back at our Beardo bingo cards and see how close we came to a big win. After Beardo submitted sundries, we have a new corner of the market that we're happy to reveal, and then for game time this week, it may or may not be time to dive back into our crystal ball and build up a new bingo card for 2025. But before we head to the gym with everybody else for the next 3 days or so, how about this week's voicemail?
Peter, the voicemail is here. Thank God someone called. I've been feeling like an abandoned great aunt.
So he actually left that right after, like the day after, I think. Well, no, it was a few days later, after recording last week. And it was a text message tone, or a text message voice message. So I was like, oh, thank you.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is also an acceptable way to contact us.
Yes.
It is acceptable.
Yeah, so if you don't want to call the hotline, if you're afraid someone's going to answer, which no one ever does because Jay has it.
Oh my God, this phone sometimes is just dead on the desk.
Then just, send a voice memo. That also works.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Peter. You're our official favorite to start out this week because we're evil now and we can pick favorites.
That's it. We're just gonna start calling out favorite beardos, and then you all have to just claw your way at getting to the top.
Fight each other for my love.
That's our Squid Games. Beard games.
Beard games. Scratch bearded bingo. Or beardo bingo. We're now just doing beard games.
Our faces are on that honeycomb thing, and you have to like tap it out with the little outline, but it's
like
beards.
really well defined. Like you just,
Super chiseled face.
Yeah.
This is a Jace jawline, but it's so detailed.
they're just looking at it like Anthony's ears are so uneven.
Why is every beard hair a piece of this that I have to go around?
Oh my God, there's real beard hair in here.
That's what I say every time I eat cereal.
Oh my God. Just because you're like,
Where's there beard in here?
Whoop. If you'd
then
stop
we just
putting a
look
spoon
over.
in your beard and then tilting it up into your face.
Never.
Look over and PETA is just licking the back of it like the guy on the actual Squid Games one with, and he's like, thanks, PETA. That was mine.
Thanks, PETA. But Joe, do you think I could find my copy of the Necronomicon in the Sundries aisle?
I think you can, and I think the bookmark is just where you left it. But if you guys are new to the show and you're wondering just what the hell a sundry is, the term comes from an old English word meaning odds and ends. Now today, it's used mainly in retail as a way to group together items that don't typically have a group of their own. So, as three men who are flying into the new year, we are using the term to group together the wide range of topics that we cover.
Ooh.
Wow.
Your glasses
so
match your
glad.
shirt so well.
Oh,
It's
thank
cute,
you.
right?
It's cute.
Yeah.
Sure, Jan.
You can never guess
Sure,
what my favorite
Jan.
color is.
Red.
Pink.
This shirt, like on Liar Liar, this shirt is red.
Really glad that I left my place marker, my bookmark in my Necronomicon right on the page to summon Astaroth.
Thank God. I wish I
Also
knew who
Thank
that was.
Astaroth.
Speaking of Liar Liar, wasn't the kid the villain in that show? Putting out all these wishes and having so many demands for his dad. His dad was a busy man.
I
guess
wish
you could
that
look at it
kid
that
would
way.
wish for that today. Make some fucking politicians not tell lies, but I don't think it matters.
Wouldn't
anymore,
that be
you know?
amazing?
Yeah,
they probably
but-
get praised, honestly, for their honesty. But like, how
Just saying it
wild?
how it is. Oh, my
Oh
God.
man, how wild would that be? That'd be so. Oh, it'd be amazing.
You know what I really wish was real was Ghost Rider. I feel like Ghost Rider would really do some good around here. Like that's the one
Yes.
super. They're just like fucking. Are you guilty? Okay, you're dead. Granted, we'd all be pretty dead, but still.
Yeah, that's a thin
Guilty,
line.
guilty.
What am I guilty of? Masturbation. Oh yeah, I got that one.
Oh, yeah.
Get the file.
God.
Hey, Happy New Year.
Yes.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Here's that question that everyone always asks: how was your New Year's? What'd you do? Did you do anything, Jay?
I think
didn't
we
do
all three
shit.
did the same thing.
Well, I guess on New Year evening, yeah. My friends were coming back from Colorado, and they got in at like 9:30 at night, and they're like, we want to do a chill gathering so we can at least be with friends, ring in the new year. So I showed up in PJs with a bottle of Kirkland's Prosecco Rosé,
Perfect.
and we drank on that for a bit, and then had champagne. And right when the bell rang, right when the ball dropped, I was like, "Yay, Happy New Year!" And then I literally grabbed
Yours
my jacket,
when it dropped on the
put it
couch.
And he exploded into a cloud of bats.
I put my jacket on. I was like, I love y'all. Gotta go. And so I hugged everyone and got in the car and left. And I had such a good, well, I think a good omen. I pulled out of the neighborhood, and there's this like section of spotlights just north of their neighborhood over I-40 they're so fucking annoying. You'll sit there for an hour, it feels like, waiting. And you never get through them. You always have to like stop. I got through every one of them with a green light and had like 3 cops behind me. Didn't get pulled over. So in my head, I'm just like, that's an omen that 2025 is going to be a year. A good year.
Yeah,
I think the implication
that's
here is
it.
that
That's the omen.
you were lucky to not get pulled over for drinking and driving. That's not a good omen. Don't drink and drive, Jay.
Hold on. Just to be clear, I wasn't drunk. I had like very little champagne and all because I just didn't want much.
Yeah, that's what they all say. I'm fine.
The only reason I didn't get pulled over is because those cops were just like off shift. They were heading back to the police
I've only
station.
had 27 vodka sodas.
Swerving around. I think
They
I had
were-
two
they were
glasses of
also drunk,
champagne,
yeah.
Now that I think about it, which is extraordinarily low for my normal intake.
Now, Jay, when you hear the phrase "watching the ball drop," does that elicit any feelings of like excitement for you, like a sexual innuendo, or
Fear, maybe some PTSD.
Fear.
It just reminds me of junior high or whenever my balls did drop at the time. Because I was... Oh, God, I'll never forget my first gym class after, your testicles dropped. And we're, like, doing jumping jacks. And I was like, what is happening down here? Because I think I wore boxers at the time, so nothing was maintaining them. I was just like, ah!
How old were you when
ow,
this
ow.
happened?
this 31?
How old
Oh,
was
that makes
I?
sense.
It would have... Shit, I don't remember. Sixth or seventh
They
grade?
dropped and one fell right off.
It just rolled right out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, somewhere around 6th or 7th grade. I just remember being in gym class, and that's when I like really noticed the difference.
I feel like everybody goes through a boxers phase where you're like, I'm not going to wear tighty whities anymore. I'm doing my own thing. I
Yeah,
can
but
put
Anthony-
whatever I want on my private parts.
I need you to know this was the era when that was a big topic in like pop culture, was wearing boxers, because tight underwear reduced your sperm count, and so did hot tubs and things like that. That was a
Riding
thing
bicycles.
back then.
Yeah. The 2000s.
Men are so insecure.
I just remember hearing that on TV, being like, I have to be very cautious of my sperm count because they're talking about it, so that's a big deal. And now I'm
Big
like,
deal.
okay.
There's this episode of Futurama where Fry and Bender are trying to find like a special bottle cap inside these soft drinks so they can go on a Willy Wonka style tour of the soft drink factory, and they have a little X-ray flashlight, and Bender points it at Fry's balls, and he goes, "Ow, my sperm!" And then he does it again. He's like, "Huh, it didn't hurt that time."
God, I can't believe that was such a big topic back in the day, but I just remember it was Science came out with something that it really focused a lot on hot tubs.
They just don't want men to relax, I guess.
Guess not.
What? There's so much wrong with people that like I don't understand why we spend so much time worrying about people's genitals.
I don't get
Well,
it. I don't
men
get it
worry
at
about
all.
their genitals all the time, like, so we have to report science about it.
Yeah, but like it's also like like why women can't have their breasts out, which I know is not genitals, but you know what I mean. Like it's a very we spend so much time as a society really concerning ourselves with this, and that
Yeah.
is fucking
Exhausting.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? It's so fucking weird, right?
Yes, it is.
Each person has their own parts that they're supposed to keep covered up, and I'm just like, okay. We've all seen them.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, like I understand being decent in like public spaces and things like that. I'm not saying that you should go out there and like you can fuck in the street like it's Folsom, but like there's just I feel like we go out of our way as a society to protect children from things they're going to have to learn eventually anyways. And we're like really trying real hard to be like, okay, now you're 18 and now you need to know all this stuff.
Right.
I also think, in a sense, that the way we put such a big deal on that, I feel like it kind of like teaches kids to have a little bit of shame in those things, in a sense.
That's
Oh,
what they
for
want.
sure.
Control.
Oh,
So, like,
heretic.
yeah, like, I think that's where my, like, whole...
Your whole.
Yeah, that's where my whole came from. That's where my whole, like, I don't know, like, fear of public bathrooms and all that stuff. I think it's really built into that. Like, I can't let anybody see this. That would be a shame. And even though nowadays I'm like, so many people have seen my dick, but...
How many
somehow,
have
like,
seen it?
Leave us a voicemail.
Well, let me go ask the hospital how many people saw it first.
Oh no, it's not a sexual
Imagine
thing.
there's a
This is
sign-in
medical
sheet.
thing.
Yeah, there's a sign-in sheet with records like in a public bathroom where it says like the sanitation records, but it's everyone has to sign in and sign out every time they see your penis at the hospital.
Oh no, I'm just imagining like at the urology clinic, like they all go out and they do like the never have I ever, but the one thing that gets everybody to put a finger down is like never have I ever seen Jay's dick, and they're all like, god damn it. That's an easy one.
Shit, I saw it on Grindr once. Whoa! I said, hey, I think I did surgery on you. And I'd be like, does this look right? Send. And
They're like, oh my god!
And he's like, wait.
Yep,
He's just
that's
like-
the one.
Your
It's like,
screen
wait,
time was down
he's using
last
this
week.
for free medical advice.
I
You
remember
can call
Teledoc?
during office hours, Jays.
He's using this like Teledoc.
Excuse me, can you check this out? It's just a few bumps.
Just like, yeah, you want to see my dick?
That's your penis.
Now, can you tell me if this looks a little weird to you? You know, sexily, like, is it?
Anthony's like 1 or 2. 1 or 2.
Anthony, it looks like your right eye's doing all the work on this one.
It is too. It really fucking is. I was trying to like message my coworker this morning on Teams, and I'm trying this one contact thing out. And at some point, I was like, if I make a typo, just assume I would fix it if I could actually see it.
He was sitting there at his desk like this. Does it look good?
I have to.
How's it
So
look?
normally, I just glance over to my right, and like now, I'm having to go.
So dramatic.
Joe, that
Basically.
squinty eye, that's how I use my phone in the morning. Like, I'll pick it up and be like,
There are some mornings where I'm like, I know the Face ID is not going to work. It's the screen's too dim. Just let me type in the passcode. Just let us
Oh,
get
God.
past this.
yeah,
My
Face
phone
ID in the
doesn't want to
morning.
recognize me because I'm not wearing my glasses, and it's like makes
do it
me
again.
enter the code sometimes.
He
It's
can't
annoying.
see without his glasses. He can't
Barely.
see
He
without his
glasses.
glasses.
Oh my god.
Veda,
And that-
get out of here.
Everyone is Anna Chlumsky, and she went on to have a mediocre career.
I know. She had
She was
quite...
good and Veep.
Her and Macaulay Culkin had, quite the kick back then.
I know, child acting. At least she turned out a little bit better, I guess. She didn't have to go through the drug issues that Macaulay did.
Well, that we know
unfortunately.
of.
Oh, that's true.
She just wasn't as famous as Macaulay Culkin, so she could have had a huge drug thing.
God. She was in Hannibal, Jay. Hannibal.
She-
Anna, please call. Leave us a voicemail.
She's
But
like,
when you
what kind
call-
of cheap shot?
But when you call, leave it in like a Veep format. I need you
Please
to just
do. Yeah, rake us over the
absolutely
coals.
just rake
Destroy
us
us
over
with
the
that
coals
BlackBerry.
100%.
Please do. We deserve it.
Actually, that goes for anyone. This is our villain era, so please just like trash talk
Oh,
us in your
yeah.
voicemails.
Someone roast us.
Yeah, oh my god. It's the season of roasting us in voicemails. That's it.
Please do.
If that's what it takes to get a fucking voicemail, then let's fucking go, baby.
Well, it's a new year, new listeners. They're going to love us now, and they're going to be like, oh, wow, I'm going to message you all the time.
yeah.
That's how it works,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it works. I guess, honestly, though, now that we're through the holidays, I bet people will actually get back to, listening because they'll have time because there's not a goddamn party every week.
I mean, if it was hard for me to keep up just because I was so burnt out.
Yeah.
Just the
I'm feeling
fucking
that.
year wore me out. I felt like I was chasing things constantly.
I kept feeling like if there was a party on a weekend, it was like a friend that I don't want us to fall more out of touch with than we already haven't. It felt like we needed to go at least just make an appearance, or else we probably never ever see them again. Probably until next Christmas when they have their next holiday party. So
And
like I
Beardos,
made
that-
more of an effort for us to go to a few of them.
And that equated to parties basically for 5 or 6 weeks in a row. Sometimes 2 in a weekend.
Yeah,
I am an introvert. And I'm not like the, I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert. I need you to stop.
you did great.
It sounds like you did great.
I
saw
actually did
pictures of
survive.
you doing
I
great.
managed to do that.
There's
And I
pictures.
managed to show up and be cute.
Oh,
Yeah.
well. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, no, I was. You don't have... It's not a question. I saw it myself. I was cute.
Oh, man. Yeah, I think the last basically after the 21st, for the most part, I just stayed out of the limelight and walked around with Reggie and didn't do anything. I showed up to a couple house events that were small, and so it was a really nice time to just purge life and refresh,
Yeah, absolutely.
which I needed
Purge
so bad.
life. You can just say abortion.
What
That
the
too.
hell is he doing in there?
The hell is
hell
he
is he
vacuuming
growing
in
in
there? What the hell is that wire hanger for?
Jay after he has jalapeno soup.
I don't need a hanger for that one. That one's just going to fly right out.
Open the floodgates.
And just like the artwork you're seeing on the show, there's going to be a ring of fire.
Just imagining like the shared toilet at work when Jay's in there, and he's just like, oh my, oh dear.
No, it's James Woods from Scary Movie.
Oh my god.
Oh Lord!
Tell me to
release this demon!
Ah, those enchiladas.
So yes, Beardos, that's how season 6 is probably going to go from here on out. We
Lots
are
of shit
tired of
jokes.
being polite. We're going to be shitty. We're going to joke shitty. We want you to call and be shitty to us. We're going to be shitty to each other. Well, that's not new, but we're going to continue
what's
that
new about
into the
that?
new season.
Yeah,
But-
we're villains because it's been just so shitty, and it's our turn to be mean. You be mean too.
And Jay's already shitty, just physically. He's got a lot of shit on him right now.
Yeah.
He farted and it went all the way up his back.
So,
My diaper needs changed.
well, there's the ending show clip. Thank you, Jay. And all right, we are going to take this opportunity and we're going to go ahead and go take our first break.
If you want some fun new clothing and want to support a small business, check out hunkytops.com, the queer, Latino-owned clothing site. Beards and Sundries will get you 10% off your first order with the code SUNDRIES at checkout. You can order above 3XL, you just need to hit the contact button and they'll work with you. Again, check out hunkytops.com. Explore their styles and wear your pride. Use Sundries at checkout for 10% off your first order.
You're listening to the Beards and Sundries podcast. The podcast rated 5 out of 6 balls.
Did you see that election? No, I'm kidding.
Did
Yeah.
anyone not? Please, Beardos, if you haven't seen the results of the election, give me tips and tricks for what you're doing, because I would like to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was our topic after the break? I forgot already.
Oh, we're talking about the bingo cards, aren't we?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, bingo card wrap up.
I totally forgot.
It is a new year, and it's now time for us to take a look back at 2024 and what our Beardo bingo cards had in store for us. Jay, could you pull those up and we can take a look at them?
Okay, so I've got the cards pulled up, and it looks like nobody got a Beardo.
No Beardo? Okay.
No Beardo. Not that I know
God
of.
damn it.
But if you see that I missed any while I'm scrolling through, please let me know. I didn't completely learn how to use SQL, but I know quite a bit of it, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it just hasn't refreshed for me yet, but an airline will have a catastrophic schedule interruption. That happened last week.
Oh, that's right.
It was
Okay,
United, I
now
think.
it should work.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I see it now.
Let me run through these real quick, too.
Okay, so you said I missed the airline one. There we go.
Did a third-party candidate run for president seriously?
Yeah.
Then, yeah, that one's on here.
Not that I know, like, as far as we know, it was seriously.
Election night will not have results announced on election night. It didn't.
Did it not?
I thought it was the next day.
Oh, I guess it was technically the next day.
Even though we all knew.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll put that in there. That's a good one.
Now, does it have to be a Sniffy's misadventure that I was injured in?
Did we ever have an episode so derailed that the guys forget what the Sundry is during the episode?
Actually, I don't think we did this last season.
No.
I think we at least always brought it back around. So I guess the real question is, who was the closest person to a beardo?
Definitely Anthony.
Ah,
Because
good for me.
The only one you were missing was on the R, right here. Oh, it stopped. There we go. So basically, you got this one. This is the only one you didn't have.
Well, how was I supposed to get that? That's hard.
Well, that sucks for you.
We just didn't have the payroll or the capacity to bring on. We had to check our bottom line and really make sure we could wrap around and bring those numbers back up to where we wanted them to be for our vision and our bottom line.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh, actually, I think I can show you.
So we couldn't hire 3 additional employees. That's the square that Anthony was missing.
Okay. Yeah.
Anthony got the most, I think. You're right.
Yours was pretty good. You definitely got a lot. Mine was meh.
Better than mine.
Yeah, mine. I definitely didn't get quite. Anthony's definitely rocked it, because you also could have at the top here gotten one as long as the episode derailed so much, and then I would have learned sequel.
Yeah, it's sabotage is what that is.
It was a slow power play the whole year.
You
I will not learn
bastards.
sequel. I will not get a beardo.
Well, I think we can all agree that I won.
We can all agree that Anthony was closer to winning, but didn't win.
Well, I mean,
What a nice way to put it.
We can all agree that we're all 3 losers. How's that sound?
It's like being 1 digit off of the fucking lotto. And they're like, yeah, I almost won, but you didn't get any money.
So for our listeners, why don't we recap real quick and go through each of the squares that we did get? Just real quick, like a quick thought on each one.
Let's see. Joe gets annoyed the pod went way off topic.
So that was pretty common. Not like annoyed, but I guess it would count. So yeah.
A severe natural phenomenon we talked about. Anthony starts a new novel, which he did.
He did, yeah.
Jay wins 3 consecutive games, which I did last season.
Son of a bitch did it.
The son of a bitch really did it. Joe doesn't drink alcohol for 30 days straight, which we were proud of.
Yay.
Jay lands on something he actually wants to write, which I did, and I'm still working on. Voicemail guilt trip.
Mm-hmm. Y'all got that one a few times.
Yeah, seriously. Mark that down 7 times.
We invite beardos to be special guests in the pod, and I don't really remember how we landed that one, but I remember we did.
I mean, I would say yes, because technically we have a special from John. Yeah. Which, I mean...
John played that game with us.
Roving reporter, too.
Oh my god. That just reminds me. Stop doing so many of the reporting stuff.
It was so... We overcomplicated that season.
Season 5. We were in a world of our own. Anyways, the new building proposed in OKC will actually be approved. It's actually now the first tallest building in the U.S.
I can't believe it.
It's supposed to break ground this year.
We'll see.
McDonald's brings back the snack wrap, which they announced.
They announced it very timely.
Jay drinks something other than an alcoholic beverage, which still doing it. It's water.
Oh, girl.
We officially released merch, which we did, and we've gotten several orders for the Soup Slut shirt, so get you a Soup Slut shirt, because I love that one.
Yes.
An airline will have a catastrophic schedule interruption, and B&S
I thought it wasn't going to happen. United.
I know.
It happened with United just a couple days after Christmas.
B&S actually received sponsorship, which, thanks, Hunky Tops. God, I have to skim through. Joe puts his glasses toppers on, which was should have been a free space.
Yeah.
Jim Inhofe died. Yay!
Yay! Man, this
How
is
did
making me feel
I
much
overlook
better.
that? Jim Inhofe died? I really didn't know that.
Didn't he?
I hope so, because that's going to make me real happy.
You're making me question it, but I swore.
Yeah, it was on July 9th.
I was like, I swore
Locked
it
it
was
out?
like middle of the year.
I don't know how I missed that. I
was right
must have
before
been
the end of
having a really
season
bad
4.
time. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I had a little goofy movie moment there, but still.
Yeah, this is great. Keep going.
Anthony also got, excuse me, the conversation organically leads to a discussion of bad drivers and your lack of patience for them, which inevitably
We
will
never
happen.
talk about that.
That's a free spot. That's what that was.
And then dog or cat makes an appearance in the background, which always happens.
Plenty
for
of
me.
time.
I feel like I may have more like spots filled out, but I have a lot of easy spots.
You did.
Yeah, you
You
do.
got so lucky.
Nice.
We got more than I thought we would, honestly.
Honestly, yeah.
So we're basically wizards. Look out for that wand. Ooh,
Goddamn
he's
right.
pointing it at you.
Speaking of, I just saw,
Expelloramus.
I saw another article today talking about J.K. Rowling and just like really hammering down against trans.
Oh my god. What is her deal? Why is she like this?
I was like, why are you such a bitch?
Couldn't
Did
you
money
just
make you
have
that
let
way?
money made her that way? Money has a negative effect on people.
You want something to check out? That's a villain right there.
And that is a villain. Jesus.
Not a villain with a good cause either. A villain that just, wow, did something so creative and then really
It's not
came out
that
as a bitch.
creative. Like, I'll go into it at some other point in time, but Neil Gaiman wrote this series that was very close to Harry Potter. Or maybe it wasn't a series, maybe it was a like singular installment book, but it came out like 9 years before Harry Potter came out.
Oh, that sounds right.
Well, speaking of not very creative, do you guys think it's time for a commercial?
Yes.
Yes.
And now, for a word from our sponsor, the Evil Resolution app. Track all your evil resolutions in one convenient place.
Love it.
Dracula here with something revolutionary for you. You may be saying, New Year, new me. Well, we have the perfect app for you. It's the Evil Resolution app, and you can track any of your evil revolutions you've made for the new year in this app. And I, on the top of my list, am going to suck so much blood. Starting now. That was delicious. I can now add it to my app. See? It's as simple as that. Track your evil resolutions in the Evil Resolution app. I could do this all day, and thankfully I can keep track of it in my Evil Resolution app. And again, I'm Dracula, and I endorse it. And if you don't download it today, I will suck your blood.
Don't forget to subscribe to the show so you get a notification every time we drop a new episode.
Well, I don't know about you, but I use the Evil Resolution app tracker to make sure that I keep track of all of my evil resolutions and all the progress I'm making. So far, I have run over several people.
Was it just the Duolingo owl, but like their evil twin?
You
haven't done your resolution
Duo
today.
is the evil twin.
Instead of the little perky eyes, though, it's just like slanted down on top, and I'm like, yay!
I don't know if you've used Duolingo recently, but like if you don't do your Duolingo thing, the app cover changes and gets like progressively more insane. Oh, I don't like it.
Oh God.
I love it. That's an inspiration to me. You're going crazy? Hell yeah. It's nice that I can look at a Gantt chart to see my progress on my evil doing.
So organized.
And if I stab somebody with the wrist or with the hand that I wear my Apple Watch on, it automatically tracks it.
Congratulations. You stabbed someone
You
seven
stabbed
times.
someone. Great
It says
job.
loud environment warning.
It pops up with a little, like when you complete a ring on your Apple Watch, it does one of those, but then at the end it says, you got their kidney.
And then at 10 minutes before the hour, every hour, it's just like, don't forget to stab someone so you can get your
It sounds like
your stabs in.
you get the little
I gotta have my stabs in. Didn't you mean you gotta get your steps in? What? No.
No.
You get the little congratulations noise that you get on Mario Party when you get a star, and it's like da-da-da-da-da-da, you got a kidney.
You got a stab.
Well, perfect.
Yeah.
Can't
thank
wait
God.
to track my progress in that app this year. But, Jay, are we opening this year with any Beardo submitted sundries?
Guess what? We did get something this year.
Yay!
And I got an email from
Derek with the good beard.
Derek said, "Hey, bearded wise men." Oh.
Oh,
well, let's not
nice.
go that far.
Murr. What's that? No, I'm kidding.
Murder.
He said, I'm skinny.
I haven't forgotten about my favorite podcast, but I have been somewhat busy over the past month or so. After getting
Traveling.
Traveling. Jet setting.
Traveling. I've seen your social media. You've been traveling.
Definitely seen it. After getting over the election dread, I took a few trips. Sorry, I love that. A few trips.
A few.
A few. Just a handful.
A cruise, extra time in Fort Lauderdale, and a trip to Vegas, driving to South Carolina, where I spend most of my winters, and New Year's Eve in Asheville. Don't judge me, Joe.
I won't judge you if you invite me.
Yeah. Right? I didn't know you were a snowbird.
Yeah, right?
I love how he
Spread
says...
your tiny wings and fly away.
He ends that little paragraph with, "Maybe this is why I'm tired." Additionally, I started listening to audiobooks, which reduced my podcast time. Yes, I was cheating on the B&S market, but I was thinking of aisle 4 the entire time.
Sure.
I was just doing it with audiobooks. I was picturing aisle 4 the whole time.
I listen to podcasts all day, Derek. Not this one, but I listen to podcasts.
A bearded submitted something to check out is Sunset Cove series by C. Travis Rice, son of famed author Anne Rice. It is a juicy, romantic, suspenseful gay romance series of 4 different books. I have been, he didn't say it this way, but addicted. I did catch the last episode just before Christmas. My tradition for Christmas before my parents passed away was to drive around subdivisions and look at Christmas lights. In the last few years, I've had a bad case of the bah humbugs, though. Yup. Finally, I did hear Jay's comment about chocolate. He doesn't warrant cancel status yet. He just hasn't had the right kind of deep, dark, sexual chocolate.
With nuts.
There are some brands of chocolate where the intense flavor will explode in your mouth. Winks seductively.
Yes.
Definitely looking forward to catching up with you guys in 2025. Happy New Year. Derek with the good beard.
Thank you, Derek. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate the explicit content in that email. Beardos, send us more verbally explicit content. Don't send us
more
your
seductive
penises in
winks.
the email. Yeah, Jay may not appreciate getting just random penises in the email. So
Hey, hey, don't speak for me.
Let him decide which ones he wants to see.
Just because I can't do sexy talk that well doesn't mean I don't like a good look.
Someone sends a nude in an email, and Jay just replies with a, "Whoa, good golly!"
Wowza!
He types it out.
Goodness gracious! Great balls of fire!
He replies, "Me on my way to see you," and it's just the sound of like a jalopy just trying to start up to make its way over.
Or it's like one of the cartoon gifs of somebody like, running in place, and they're just like, whoa, 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 whoa.
You hear the bongos.
Jesus.
Or
Yowza.
I lean into my Flintstones and I start like screaming things. Wilma!
It's like,
don't know what I
whoa,
scream
that's a handsome Mons pubis you've got there. Siri, how do I hit send? And it says that in the email.
That looks hard. Looks like we should go to Rock Vegas.
Viva Rock Vegas.
Anthony, laugh, damn it.
This is so stupid.
Yeah, it is.
Have you seen our show?
Yeah,
We're
no, I
6
have.
seasons in.
No.
Well, thanks, Derek, for that
Thank you,
innuendo.
Derek.
That should be in his endo.
In your window. It comes in your window, then comes in your endo.
God, that makes me want some exploding chocolate right now, though.
Ooh.
In Viva Rock Vegas. Anyways,
God.
moving on. I'm out of content.
Moving on.
All right, so earlier we talked about a new corner of the market that we are happy to reveal, and it's something that we're going to do as part of a rotating set of segments that we're going to pepper in with something to check out, because sometimes we don't have something to check out, and sometimes we have to come up with it last second. So for our first new rotating segment in place of something to check out, we are going to take a visit over to Joe's mom's gift corner.
Woo!
Let's hear it for Joe's mom.
Hear it for Joe's mom.
So, first up on the docket this week, we got our box of presents that Mom always sends us every year in the mail right before Christmas. It came just in time, and she always finds really cool, unique things that we weren't even thinking of, and she has a great way of, just kind of putting all these together and sending them to us. So we are going to go through a couple of these maybe once a week or maybe every couple weeks, and maybe even Mom would like to write in with some suggestions herself as the season goes on. But the first one we're going to feature this week is called the Cheeseboard Deck. And what this is this is a box of sorts, and on each of these cards on the inside, there is a new recipe for a different charcuterie board. Things you can build up like that.
Yum.
There are snacking boards, there are sweet and savory boards, there are things that show you how to do different cuts and different techniques and different pairings.
Oh, I need to send that
Explains
to
a
all my
lot of
friends.
really cool things, and there's even like dessert boards near the back. There's fresh fruit boards. Each of them has the picture on it, and for example, this one is called Date Night, and so on the front you can see it's got some fun shapes cut out. There's some salami roses, there's some hearts that are cut into different slices, and what it does on the back is it explains the theme of this board, what it all entails, what kind of skills you can learn from it, and usually there's a fun skill on the bottom of the each one to show you the more artistic part of the board, and then also it shows all your ingredients right here, so you can go to take this to the store, take it to your wine and cheese store, and get all the ingredients to create your perfect board, and it all fits in this nice little box setting that you can just kind of have sitting out on the counter or pull it out for date night and just have a really good time.
I love that, and I already thought of somebody that would really like that.
We were excited to get it because just looking at those boards makes me really want charcuterie.
I really want cheese right now.
So yeah, that is the Cheeseboard Deck by Meg Quinn.
Nice.
Shut up, Meg. Who let you back in the house?
But then he turns around and does the wink.
Hey Meg, proud of you.
Proud of you.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh, and speaking of your mom, thank you so much for my Christmas card. That's always very sweet, and I love it. And my birthday card. Those are just so nice, and you do such a great job, so thank you.
Wait, since we're evil this season, does she get to be Lilith, Mother of Demons?
She probably would like that title.
Ooh, let's give her a play on the word Maleficent. Momlificent.
the low-hanging fruit. We're gonna have to work on that. We're gonna have to workshop that one. No, boo.
Oh, you know what we could do is every Beardo now that calls in or leaves a message, we can give them a villain name.
That's good.
That is not a bad idea. Although,
good idea. And good incentive for you to call.
Yeah.
Call. Maybe you'll get a villain name. Maybe you will.
Maybe you will.
Do you guys want to go to another uncharted section of the market?
Let's trot on over. Let's lift
right.
off the police tape and see what's finally ready for us to start shopping for.
Now we're going to move on to our villain of the week.
Oh,
yay!
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
So, Beardos, each week we're going to choose a villain, whether we think they are villainous in a way that we don't like them, or villains that we respect, or villains we just find hot. We're going to pick a villain every week, and we're going to explain why that is our villain of the week, and just basically laud praise on them. Maybe a short segment, but we're going to pick somebody every week.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Let's do it.
So this week's villain of the week that we decided on before we got on this recording is Luigi Mangione.
Oh.
Respect, hot.
Just
technically did a bad
absolute.
thing for the cause that was needed.
I just don't think you can say he did a bad thing at this point. Like, I
don't
understand why
either.
people say it. I get why you say it, because it sounds like you're saying you're condemning murder. But at some point, it's self-defense when that person is killing bunches of people.
I think
And
it's
it's
justice
not
being
really
served.
murder at that point. Like, if the legal system isn't going to take care of it, if that guy can just walk down the street and the police aren't going to arrest him for killing people...
For me, it's an eye for many, 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 many eyes.
Many
Lots
eyes.
of eyes.
Yeah, so that...
He had it coming for a long time.
He had it coming.
Oh, and why did I see that he's taking a lot of whatever money's coming in for him? I forgot the term for it. And he's sharing it with other inmates.
Yeah,
Nice.
I saw that too.
Nice. Good.
I was like,
Good
okay,
on
so
him.
he's also a scholarly gentleman.
Fucking folk hero
Well, I
is what
mean,
he
he-
is.
Is scholarly.
This Ivy League bitch over here. This
Yeah.
hot, curly-haired Ivy League bitch. Oh, God. I gotta go change my underwear. I'll be right back.
It's because of all the poop we talked about earlier.
Wouldn't you die if he stood up right now and there was a shit stain that he like made earlier? As
That
like a
would be
joke?
so funny. That would be so funny.
The long con.
Oh no, we don't have it on the fucking bingo card.
God.
Well, thanks, Luigi. You've done so much for us. So much more than so many other people have done. And you didn't even know who we were. Jesus of our age.
Jesus, I will wash your feet, and I'm not even a feet person.
With my hair.
I suddenly became a foot person for you.
You can spit in my mouth, and I will say thank you.
I don't know why that reminded me of a TikTok that I saw fucking probably yesterday, and the guy's like, you know what's disgusting is men who think it's okay to spit in your mouth. And he's like, why would you do that? You know, if you do that, I need you to tell me where you live, what your address is, what your availability is, because I need you to do that.
That's I've got a story about that, but it'll be for a different time.
What?
Anyways, thanks, Luigi. That is our villain of the week. But
Yes,
do you guys
thank
think
you.
it's game time?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Let's do it.
All right. Now get ready for Bingo 2025.
You don't know me, but I know you. I want to play a game. Here's what happens if you lose. Better hurry up. Live or die. Make your choice.
Oh, that's right, Beardos. It's another year, and it's time for another Beardo Bingo card. So, one little small change this year is that we didn't really think about this beforehand. So we're going to be flying on kind of out of pocket here a little bit. Maybe some things we've been thinking about beforehand, but not really discussing. But we're just kind of deep dive right into it together and build up a card.
Do you want to go in intro order and maybe make suggestions?
Oh, of course you're dropping it on me first.
T.
Okay,
You're our favorite little cartographer.
Cartographer.
Yeah.
Are we doing 25 of these again?
Yeah. I think
sure.
25 is
I was like
probably
25,
good.
and then we can do what I did last time, randomize it, make a card, and hope that Joe's is just as bad and mine's perfect.
Maybe we should go back to 5 by 5.
Oh, we can do that. Let's see. I suggest government shutdown.
Government shutdown. That's gonna happen. Yeah, so I agree.
Oh, okay. What about yours, Anthony?
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was what you were waiting for validation or not.
Oh no, I'm not.
But I didn't want to say anything.
I was like, I don't fucking need a validation. I'm just doing
What the fuck
it.
is this?
I was like, how am I going to do this?
I don't know. Oh man. Shit. Ooh, Grinder banned in Oklahoma.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
That follows around the foothills of the Pornhub stuff, so we'll see.
Yep. There's precedent.
Okay, so for my first one, after all the events that have happened in the past year, I think that there is going to be an electric vehicle battery recall, like a major, major recall.
Mm.
Oh, well, I mean, we did just have the Cybertruck explode, so.
Oh,
we sure did.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing.
With the driver inside, and I guess he was an Army vet on leave or something like that. Interesting.
Yeah, but was that wasn't a battery thing. That was planned, right?
It was fireworks, I thought.
That's what I saw was fireworks. I heard that it was planned, but I saw that they believe it was fireworks that accidentally triggered it.
Oh, Katy Perry, you did this.
All right, Jay, what's your next one?
God, this is very, very, very tough. Speaking of pop figures, Taylor Swift gets married.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Let's see that. Swinging it away from pop figures and world and cultural events, Anthony and Joe complete Dry January.
Nice.
We are doing that this year.
Yeah.
And I think once we finish it, I think I'll tell everyone why we did it. And why I think we can continue doing it in a better way. But
Right.
that'll be for a later episode.
Yeah. Joe?
I think that there will be 2 new snack wraps unveiled by McDonald's.
Ooh.
All right. I feel like we've had a lot of plane crashes very recently. And so I'm going to say a plane crash in the States.
Ooh. That's a big one.
That's a big one.
Yeah. Well, then I will go equally as big. Anthony gets to 220 pounds or less.
Hey.
Nice.
I'm bringing back a classic too. Joe learns to crochet.
I like it. Jay gets a new car.
Jay gets any car that is not a rental car.
Jay. Maybe I should say Jay gets
Jay
Toyota.
is offered rental car by Toyota
Jay
for
gets
life.
Toyota to provide new car. Because I sent my letter to them.
Ooh, good.
Yeah. So last week, I sent a letter, and so
What did it say? Dear you Toyota cockadoodies.
I said it was.
you gave me a cock-a-doodie loaner that's not cock-a-doodie up to par. No, I'm kidding. It's like 2 pages long and lists out all the complications this has created, where I'm cheated, all these things, and how this is unacceptable for me to be impacted by a problem they're having, and that they're also pushing transmissions to new builds and not repairing old, which impacts me, and that my car now lost resale value because it has a major change that's going to show up on my Carfax.
Get
Nice. Get him. Get him.
It's a very nice, detailed letter. Anyway, so yeah.
My next one. Jay shoots Toyota CEO. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
The CEO of Toyota was in Oklahoma City for a major earnings call this morning when a hooded figure with one ball was seen running from the scene with a squirt gun.
And then when he was running off, he's like, "You'll never catch me, coppers."
And then he ran down the street in cowboy boots, sweating through his shirt because he heard
my
Jay
God.
Aldino's downtown.
And then stopped at the coffee shop because he was like, "I haven't had enough today." Oh, Anthony?
I had one just a second ago. Hang on.
That's embarrassing.
Oh, Anthony completes his data analytics certification.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm making some of these personal so I can have my own little space to monitor my goals.
Joe?
My next one is Joe gets a solo in choir.
Ooh.
And not just blowing somebody in the choir, like really having a solo.
Not solo. Solo.
Joe's just playing the trombone. I'm kidding.
That party's a different kind of solo cup.
Wow.
Wowzers. Mitch McConnell dies.
Oh, yes.
Oh, speak it into existence.
Right? DJT and Elon Musk break up officially.
Ooh.
Major
Huge
breakup.
custody battle. Huge custody battle.
I really think
Huge.
like I wonder about this like visas thing, and I just keep thinking like if his base pushes it to a certain degree, like what's gonna happen? Because you know Donald J. Trump just really loves to please people.
Oh, yes.
The Onion buys another major podcast.
Which their purchase of that one Infowars got declined.
Got declined?
Yeah,
Damn.
the judge declined it.
Why?
Okay. Well, then...
Because he had to have been a hard right judge, but he said something about how the process for their bid wasn't, what was it? It wasn't, it was too hidden or something.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it was completely made
bullshit.
up. It was just like, you can't do that because you're pissing on this guy. And I'm like, well, he deserves it.
Well, he deserves
Well,
it.
then it's going to
We
be
could say
the
Onion
Onion
tries.
purchases a different public media outlet.
I just said Onion buys another major podcast. I mean,
Let's say media outlet instead of podcast.
okay. Let's just do another drastic weather phenomenon. Because it's, almost guaranteed now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like free space. Yeah.
Impacts America. Ooh, I just thought of a personal one. Okay.
Another insurance CEO gets attacked.
Okay.
Another insurance CEO gets attacked. Okay.
Just say CEO.
Sure. Another CEO gets attacked.
Oh, okay.
For my next one, I will say a new animal species will be discovered.
New animal species will be discovered. Mine is Jay goes on an international cruise.
Ooh.
Yeah, I am looking at Greek and European ones right now.
Nice.
I've heard the ones that go up the coast of Italy are really nice.
Yeah, that's we're looking at one that pops down like through Amsterdam down to Basel or Basel or however it's pronounced.
Who's we?
Me and my friends that I went on the cruise with this last year.
Oh, okay.
So, of course, I have to spend double for just me because,
Right.
fucking... God damn. Those rude.
Well, you could just bring me with you.
Oh, okay.
It's going to cost the same amount.
Yeah, exactly. Might as well bring a second person.
Ooh, this one's a little bit of a stretch goal, but I think that we're focused on it. Joe and Anthony moved to Minneapolis.
Manifest it. Manifest it.
This better be a... Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Joe.
So for my next one, I'm going to manifest some good energy too, and I'm going to say that Jay will find a new significant other this year.
What if he doesn't want one? You don't know that. You don't know if he wants one.
Sometimes you don't want one. You don't have to want one to find one.
This sounds so targeted.
I never want that.
The story of annoying love
on the Long Time channel.
Oh, I actually don't mind that one. That's a good one. Arg. Jay sells his house. Better happen.
Yeah,
I was
better.
gonna say you need to, bitch.
It's listed, but we're past the holidays now, so I'm hoping now people will be like, I'll buy it.
I'll take it. Somebody bought it for a Christmas present.
Yes.
How many do we have so far?
You will be on number 23, so Joe will be 24, and then 25 I think we can all just work together on.
Yeah, that works for me. This is going to be a small one, but I really want to do it. So Anthony makes ramen noodles from scratch. The noodles themselves.
You already know how to make pasta, so it'd just be another facet.
I got a recipe from a coworker's husband, and he makes them and also like does the little like kinks and stuff in them. And so I'm really curious to see how it'll work out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Me too. For my next one, I will say that I'm going to make it kind of like a little bit of a blanket one, but I'm going to say that X and Truth Social are going to have some kind of a collaboration, merging, like combination kind of thing. If not, if they both don't cease to exist to create a new entity, they will continue to exist on their own, and they'll be more intertwined and more connected than they were before.
I said X and Truth Social combine in some sense.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's what I'm thinking.
That way we leave it ambiguous to what we want.
The amount of times that Elon Musk complains about people who like shit talk him on X and then is all like freedom of speech, and I'm like, you guys, you're almost there.
The criticism for blocking people when it was Twitter for freedom of speech, and now he's just like insane about it, being completely blocking people. It's
like, you were mean to me, block.
The hypocrisy is hilarious to me. Anyways,
well, obviously.
So 25, we can all work together to finish this one, and then yeah,
sounds good.
Yeah,
let's do it. Number 25.
God,
we start the Patreon.
We do start the Patreon.
I mean, I think it's a good one for the three of us.
Yeah, I agree.
It would be
it's
good
something to focus for on all year.
I was like, it would be really good to get this year kind of going to what we were supposed to be last year.
Yeah.
But we kind of fell off.
Last year derailed the fuck out of us.
It's almost like we made it right up to Pride. And then
everything kind of crashed.
Everything collapsed and went crazy after that. And it was hard to keep up.
Yep.
It was election dread for months.
I think
that's
so.
True. I feel it.
I feel like it. And so this year, I'm like building shit into my schedule so much more that I feel much more confident in how I'm going to handle this year. So I think that may be a good one after all.
Well, good. So, Beardos, we have started off with 25 great suggestions that we are going to make into possibilities on our bingo cards this year. We would love it if you would put in your input. What things do you think we should add to the bingo card? What things do you think are so absurd or so crazy or so believable that you think that they will in fact happen this year? Send us an email, beardsandsundries@gmail.com. send us a voicemail, 405-999-2242, or hit us up on all of our socials. We want to hear from you.
And I need you to know that there is no suggestion too stupid for this game. Literally, if it's out of this world stupid, or if it's super simple, send it. We'd love to add it.
We'll read them out over the air before we decide what we're going to keep and what we're going to leave behind.
Yeah, there may be a couple we have to leave behind. We have had to do that before, but don't be offended.
Or do. We don't care. It's our
Or, yeah, if I can be offended.
So we will be taking submissions all month, and then we will debut the bingo card next month for February.
Taking submissions.
Well, I do think I hear the music coming back on, and it is night on Bald Mountain. But
you mean Brokeback Mountain? No.
Yeah, sure.
On Bald
That's just where I just spent a weekend there. Shut up. We were just friends.
You know I can't quit you.
Why can't I quit you? But go call our hotline real quick at 405-999-2242 and leave us a very evil voicemail.
And Beardos, we still have the Christmas tree plugged in out in the market, so we better make sure the market's still standing. If you'd like to help us out, go and subscribe to our podcast so you can get a reminder every Sunday when we release a new episode. We also post frequent updates on all of our social media sites for any sundries that we add to the market.
And don't forget to rate us 5 stars and leave a review. Those reviews are what get us found by more evil listeners like you. Also, if each one of you could forcibly make a friend listen to this podcast, tie them down in the chair, do it completely Clockwork Orange style, we'd appreciate that.
I just got this image of them like waterboarding, and they're like, "Listen,
no, it's not that funny."
And it's us going, "My name's Jay." Anyways, check out our socials, y'all. I've been working really hard to make them fun for this season because I think we're really into this season's theme. So go check us out on Instagram, Threads, Facebook, and TikTok. Email us at beardsandsundries.com. Give us your suggestions for the bingo card. Give us user content that we can read every week. And then also you can check out our website, beardsandsundries.com, where you can also go and buy merch. Look for the shirt that I'm wearing right now, or the Soup Slut sweater, which is cozy as fuck, or any of our Beards and Sundries shirts.
So, from the three of us, predictive and predictable shop clerks here at the Beards and Sundries Market, make sure to
do good evil. And love yourself.
Yay!
Because we already love you. Bye, Beardo.
Bye. It's my diaper needs changed.